this happened. In a very special state in United States of America called Alabama. And Sunday morning, the Sunday school teacher was going full fire. Unfortunately, the audience were not like you, all tiny tots. Catch them young policy. Going in full fire in his rhetoric, he stopped and asked, "What do you have to do to go to heaven?" Little Mary, who always sits in the front row, stood up and said, "If I scrub the church floor every Sunday morning, I will go to heaven." Absolutely. Another little girl stood up and said, "If I share my pocket money with a less privileged friend of mine, I will go to heaven." Correct. Another little boy stood up and said, "If I help those who are in need, I will go to heaven." Correct. Little Tommy stood up and said, "You gotta die first." Well, that's a qualification, you got to die first. Once you die, first you must know, because, our death book is titled as a book for all those who shall die, only for them. And most of you have realized you're all the dying sort. Not now, I don't want you to die of virus, at your own time. So you're all dying sort, you must know what is in heaven. You don't know. Well, in the Hindu heaven, food is very good. If you are a foodie, that's a place to go. They'll give you there is a vessel, it's an Akshay Patra. That is, you can eat as much as you want, it never gets empty, always it's full. So if you are a foodie, Hindu heaven is the best place for you to go. If you go to another place, there will be those white-gowned ladies floating in the clouds. If you like that kind of ambience, you go there. Their food is not good, rye bread and water. If you go to another place, you will encounter virgin problems. But to go to heaven, first you have to die. When you die, Mother Earth claims back your body one way or the other. So you went to heaven without your body. When you don't have a body, what do you do with good food and virgins? What is there to do? No wonder the vessel is always full and they always remain virgins. If you go to the dining hall without a body, food will be like that only. So, if you look at all the heavens in the world little carefully, you will see these heavens were made up in the minds of perverted men. Not even women didn't participate in the making of these heavens. Looks like that very clearly. Because you're only a thing, utility. You don't have a seat in heaven, I want you to understand, the ladies. So, I did not offer heaven to anybody. If you understand, you as a life, you as a person, let's look at it as a person. You as a person was made with information, with food, material. If we take out all the imprints that you have, if we take out all the memory out of you, I am talking about conscious memory, unconscious memory, articulate memory, inarticulate memory, karmic memory, genetic memory, evolutionary memory, everything. We took out all the memory out of you. Do you believe you will have a form? Only because of all this memory functioning within you, you have taken this form, you think you are a person. You're just a certain amount of very complex software, in a way. Right now, you should understand this, now they're building robotic human beings. See, that also, the first robotic human beings they create are women. Because you've been biased against in heaven, we're trying to make up here. So, they're beginning to have their own characteristics. They have their own character, a personality of their own. Because software is getting more and more complex, now slowly a personality is evolving. That's all that's happened with you. A very complex software, so you have a persona. So if we undo this software, you as a person will cease to exist. So it's up to you to see whether this is a reward or a threat, but it's neither. Because with a certain amount of a bubble that you created of information and material, you trapped a certain amount of life and it goes on for a period of time. At some point it has to dismantle itself. It is like a fruit. Once it is ripe, it'll fall. So we are only talking about ripening the life quickly. You want to ripen slowly, no problem. But before you get ripe enough, parrots, you hear them, they may eat you up. Some local boy will throw a stone at you and you're down. Before you get ripe, so many things can happen to you. So what a wise one will do is, once he realizes there is a way to ripen quickly, he will start moving that way as quickly as possible. I only said, I will ripen you in such a way that naturally the fruit will fall. I didn't tell you I will throw you up into heaven. And I know if I give you a vessel which is full of food all the time, maybe limitless expansion will happen. That is not a good vessel. These vessels were imagined during times of famine and drought, when people had nothing to eat. What would they dream of? A vessel in their home which is always empty, with some grace. If this vessel becomes in such a way that it'll always be full, Akshaya. This is the dream of a hungry man. This is the dream of a man whose family is starving to death. But fortunately, that phase of life is gone. It's time you dream of something little better. It is time you dream of something little better. And the other dreams I don't want to go into, it'll get bad. So, I am talking about ripening you and dismantling the persona so that life just floats around as life in its full magnificence and beauty, not as a constipated person. A person is a constipated life, I want you to understand. However great a personality you are, personality is a limited existence. Once you're here as a person, it is you versus the universe. Whether you become conscious of it or not, it is you versus the universe all the time. So if you have seen enough of it, then you want to ripen quickly. I said, I can help you to ripen quickly and fall down, not fly up. This may look like a threat, oh, so Sadhguru is going to make us fall down. This is not my desire. That is how everything falls on this planet. You know, Isaac Newton told you, everything falls down only on this planet. There are other places, if you throw something, it keeps going up. But those places you are not fit to live. Where you are fit to live, if you drop something, it'll fall down and it's good place. Down is not a bad place. Up means getting lost, down means you found your earth, the most friendly planet for you. Down means you can fall down and, you know, the mango wants to fall down. It is not thinking of how you will enjoy the mango, it is thinking of falling down. And it's come with sufficient manure which you think is a fruit. And it wants to come up, another young mango tree wants to grow out of that. That's its desire. It's made sweet so that animals and you also can carry it far and throw the seed there. Otherwise, if all the seeds fall under the tree shade, what to do? It is hoping that you won't eat the seed. This is the wish of the mango tree, I'm just expressing because I'm in love with them. The mango tree is wishing that you will eat the fruit and have enough gratitude to plant the seed somewhere. That's its wish. But most human beings don't know mangoes come from a tree, they think it's come from a shop counter. So they're eating it and throwing it in the bin. No, the mango tree is just hoping, out of 1,000 fruits that it produced, at least 100 will get planted, at least 10, 15, 20 in a season will become real trees. It's hoping. Please don't disappoint the mango trees and don't disappoint me by going to heaven because it doesn't look like a good place at all to me. From whatever descriptions I have seen in different cultures, the description of heaven is not attractive at all. I see the Isha Yoga Center is much better than the descriptions that they have made. Here the food vessels get empty the moment we've eaten.